Hey, good morning, y'all. It's Mobile Bay Prepper. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, and I'm out here just looking at the garden right before I go to work. These are some strawberries I put in some pots. Actually, this is the first time I have grown any strawberries, I think. I don't ever remember growing any. Just got some stuff I've been putting out, taking out of the greenhouse since it's spring now. And I kind of reorganized my garden out here. I moved the fence. As you can see, I've got this fence here going across to the corner of the greenhouse. It used to go straight across over to that fence, but I had to make more room for my plants to keep the chickens out, so I had to move the fence here. And I'm working on this raised bed here. I've got to add another layer of wood, to make it 12 inches tall. And I'm gonna put it right here and put my raspberries and blackberries and stuff in it. Maybe some of those strawberries. That's gonna be on the other side of the fence. Birds just got done eating, and they're over there climbing up in the hen house, about to go lay an egg. Yeah, I always come out here and check my garden in the mornings, usually before I go to work. Spend about 30-45 minutes out here just checking things out or doing anything that needs to be done. Put my hibiscus out here, about to put on another flower. A bunch of mint here, and I'm probably going to end up having to make a bed for that. I got different types of mint, and this is oregano here. This is 3-year-old oregano. I got sweet mint, peppermint, spearmint. This is chocolate mint here, and it really does smell and taste just like chocolate mint. It's crazy. And this is pineapple mint, and then this is supposed to be lemon mint. I've never had that before, but I'm gonna try it out here shortly. I got some potato slips over here in pots, just overwintered. There's these eggplants. And this is my fig. It's coming on strong. I put a little rabbit manure around it about a week ago. And I guess when it soaks into the ground, it'll take off even more. And this is rosemary coming on back. And I'm gonna come in here and make this bed real nice. Once I get all this stuff out of here that's in pots, I gotta reorganize everything and make it look good. Snow peas still holding on strong, but it ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna have to take those out to make room for some lemon and cucumbers, and probably some more lettuce over here. My mustards are starting to bolt, so it ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna take those out. And as you can see right here, they're starting to put on the stalks to produce more seeds, so I'm pretty much done eating those. I usually just give them to my chickens at this point. They're the ones that eat most of it anyway. But rutabagas I need to get in there and pull out some roots and either can them or, I don't know. I need to eat some. I hadn't eaten much this year because it seems like it took forever for them to produce a good root size. But anyway, and then of course I got my lettuce here. And even my collards are starting to bolt. Hell, I got turnips back there bolting too. So yeah, once they start to bolt, they just start to taste bitter. And it's time to, you can either let some of them go to seed, and keep some of the seeds, or just pull them out or whatever. The birds keep scattering them sunflower seeds, and they're just sprouting up all over the place down here. That's all right. It's a pomegranate. It's got some new spring growth on it. And then I've got a little bit of beans just kind of planted down here sporadically, right there. And then I've got some sunflowers just kind of here and there. And that's just to kind of draw in some bees for pollination, once everything starts to get going. And so this here is my tomato bed. Now this year I tried the string trellis method. So what I did is I put, 2x4s up, 3 of them, one in the middle and two on the ends. And then I put I had an old fence post, or I guess pipe or whatever, from the old chain link fence. And it's been sitting over on the side of the property over there for probably decades, from whenever the old man lived here before me. He saved everything. He didn't throw nothing away. Anyway, story for another video. So I had to cut this pipe, and then, you know, ran it across here. And what I did was I took a 1.25 inch paddle bit, and I kind of drilled it on the top of the wood there, and then just kind of took a hammer and beat the metal down in there. And it stays on its own with no strapping or nothing like that, because it's just kind of wedged in there. But yeah, so I take some of this twine and I just tie it up. First, I started the bottom of the tomato down here, and I kind of loosely tie it on there to give it room for expansion. So then I kind of just twist the tomato plant around it just a little bit, and I've got some little clips that I can clip the tomato to the twine as it grows up. But yeah, you just hang. Once you get the tomato tied off, then you run your string all the way up, and then I looped it one time over and then tied it up there. So it's kind of tight, but not super tight. Like, it's kind of, you know, it has a little bit of play, but it's not like way too long. So I'll have a little bit of play with it as the tomato gets bigger. So yeah, this is a good method, you know, from what I've seen. This is the first time me actually trying it out, so I'm kind of excited to see how it works out. That's what it looks like there. And if it works out, then I'll make some more in some other places, you know. I still do have just, you know, tomatoes staked up like this. Just some tomato plants that I overwintered over here. And I got some black creme tomatoes coming on. And of course my potatoes, they're just now starting to stick out of the straw here. As you can see, they're just coming on out. They're kind of being slow at first, but once they start coming out of there, I know they're gonna take off. And of course my broccoli's, you know, bolting, flowering, and it ain't gonna be long. I have to pull that out. And I got beets here I'm letting go to seed. I want to see if I can collect some seeds off of that. And I just planted these zucchini yesterday. I just got 4. I don't eat a whole lot of zucchini, but I mean, 4 plants will produce way more than I can eat. And on this side is, I want to say, the golden zucchini. I've never had it, and I wanted to try it out. It's just like a zucchini that has a, you know, really golden color, more yellowish than it is green. And then this side over here is a gray zucchini. And I saw it on the package. It looks green, but it has a grayish tint to it. And of course, I just mulched it this morning with some live oak leaves. So, and then, you know, I pulled out, I still have a little bit of garlic in here left. I pulled some out last night and letting those dry out. And of course, I've been giving out some of these onions. That's why there's a big gap in there. I'm trying to get rid of them and thin them out. I love them, but I just have way too much. And then these are some rutabagas that are holding out, some extra stuff that I had. And this is going to be my bed for my Armenian cucumbers. Never tried them. This will be my first time. They're going to grow up this trellis here. I'll probably only plant, you know, 5 or 6 plants. That'd be plenty. And then I got some Thai basil here. And again, another new for me. I don't know. I love trying new stuff, just to see what grows good here and stuff that I might like. And then just, again, this is just some peppers that I stuck out here for the time being until I can figure out where to either sell them or put them somewhere in the bed. But so that's what's going on. Just another day. I still got a lot of work to do in here in the greenhouse, clearing stuff out of here. Bought me a Venus flytrap the other day. Just wanted to see what I could do with it. I've got this pitcher plant that I bought, I want to say last spring. It's done growing like crazy. It's a lot bigger than it was when I got it. I've been throwing mealworms in the little pitchers, but yeah, that helps them out if they don't get enough insects on their own. But yeah, I got my seed starts up here. Quite a bit up here going. Tomato slips are doing good. So yeah, a little bit of red cabbage going in there. But and these are just some tomatoes and peppers and stuff that I had overwintered, and I still got to pull these out and put them outside. There's my, look at all that new growth. That's a thornless blackberry. It's been putting on a lot of new growth. I got to get it outside in that new bed whenever I set it up and get it filled up with some soil, because it's just, I think it's just, this pot's not enough for it. But this old Forrest. What are you doing, Forrest? Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Last thing I was going to show you, some pineapples. I got 2 pineapples coming on. Now these are just, these plants are just the tops of some, you know, pineapples I bought from the store for probably, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, maybe a little bit less. And you know, I cut them off of the pineapple and stuck them in soil, and 3 years later or so, they put on a pineapple. And these pineapples will probably be ready to eat, I don't know, late summer maybe. It takes a few months. So that's what's going on. Garden's looking good. It's transition period from winter garden to spring. I'm kind of slowly just pulling stuff out and making room for my spring garden. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk with y'all later.